from Cape Fear Community College. Today it's the 2025 Region 10 Women's Basketball Semifinals, and we start with the top seed and host school, Cape Fear Sea Devils, 20th ranked in the country, 23-1 on the season, taking on the 4 seed Southwest Virginia, the Flying Eagles, coming in at 18-9. Hi again, everybody. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you for our 2 semifinals. Winner of this game will play in the championship tomorrow at 1 p.m. Let's meet the starting lineups, and then we'll tell you how both these teams got to this point. First for Thad Lambert in Southwest Virginia. Today it's number 2, Tamalia Francis. Number 4 is Maddie Day. Number 10 is Paige Niehammer. Number 20, Kirsten Johnson. And number 21 is Emma Owens. And now for Cape Fear and Taylor, Todd Williams today. Number 0, Nevaeh Farmer. Number 1 is Jada Cameron. Number 5, Demaya Pfeiffer. Number 20 is Jakia Brunson. And number 21 is Amarokolai Vaught. So the Sea Devils and Southwest Virginia meeting for the 3rd time this season. Flying Eagles losing both times to Cape Fear. During the regular season on January 26th at home, Southwest Virginia fell by 14, 68-54. Cape Fear beat them in Wilmington just about a week ago, February 27th. It was 81-69. Sea Devils beating Richard Bland 62-39 in the opening round. And in the quarters yesterday, Southwest Virginia took down Lewisburg by 8, 60-52. Paige Niehammer, Region 10 Player of the Year, at 25 in that game. Johnson with 14. And for Cape Fear, 3 players in double figures yesterday. Sindab off the bench with 13. Then Robinson off the bench with 12. Brenson also had 12. And Farmer had 11. So the Flying Eagles control the opening tip as they look down low to Niehammer, who shoots it over a double team, gets it back, swings it out. Open look for Owens for 3. The rainbow shot is long, and Farmer collects the board for Cape Fear. So Sea Devils trying to get back to the championship game, try to reach the national tournament for the first time since 2022. But they are no stranger to the Region 10 championship game. They lost to Bryan and Stratton last year. Cameron taking it left of the lane and losing it out of bounds. So both teams getting a stop in what we expect to be a defensive performance. How about yesterday's top 3 seeds gave up 39 points, 41 points, and 41 points. And then Southwest Virginia only allowed 50 in their game. Down low, trouble with the pass, Johnson. And if you're Southwest Virginia, you cannot have turnovers like that against one of the best teams in the country on their home court. So Farmer in the front court. Minute in, no score yet. Cameron out on the wing, back to Farmer. Farmer gets a screen, gets by a defender, throws it up short, and the rebound controlled by Francis. Francis and Farmer, a couple of really nice point guards, and it'll be fun to watch them match up with one another here today. As Day thought about the 3, now Johnson looking down low, doesn't have what she likes, so gives it up to Francis. 12 to shoot, stepping inside the arc, jumper no good, rebound Cameron. Cameron had 4 points yesterday and did a lot of little things really well in that victory over Richard Bland. A game that was close until midway through the 3rd quarter. Taylor Todd Williams called a timeout, and Cape Fear was just kind of in a funk offensively, and then they really picked it up and were able to win by 23. Brunson misses. The save comes right to Francis, and now it's a 5-on-4 if Southwest Virginia wants to push. And they're slow to do so, so that gives Vaught time to get back. Owens on the near side. Niehammer from the elbow, and her jumper is pure. So first bucket of the game belongs to Niehammer, the Region 10 Player of the Year. Farmer now over to Cameron. Cameron backing down. Cameron scoop over Niehammer, no. Put back by Farmer, and the Sea Devils are on the board. Trapping pressure for Cape Fear, forcing almost 22 turnovers a game on the season. And that's going to stay in the backcourt. Is that a 10-second violation? That's what the official nearest us is signaling. So even though the ball went out of bounds for the Sea Devils, their defense forces a turnover. And we talked about this yesterday for Cape Fear. All the accolades, just one loss on the season, some very good wins. They hang their hat on the defensive end. So does Southwest Virginia as Day goes to the hoop and scores to put the Flying Eagles up 4-2. Mandy Day had 6 points yesterday, averaging 11 a game during the season. Vaught top of the key, Farmer on the right side. Top of the key, Cameron now has a screen. Back to Vaught. You can see there's a little bit of space being given here as the jumper is good over on the left side. It's Pfeiffer on the board. Pfeiffer did not score yesterday, so that's her first points here in the tournament. This time, Francis into the front court. Day back to Francis on the wing. Francis blows by the defense. Down low, Johnson blocked but fouled. So Kirsten Johnson going to go to the line. I've been impressed with her. She had 14 points yesterday. Came in averaging about half that, 7.1. Early sub for Taylor Todd Williams as Janelle Sindab has come into the game. Looks like Cameron departs. Sindab was great off the bench yesterday with 13 points. Going back to Johnson, though, she had 14 yesterday and likely had a double-double as well. I wouldn't be surprised. We don't have the box score, but if she and Paige Niehammer didn't combine and both have double-doubles yesterday. They scored combined 39 of the 60 points. Johnson gets 1 out of 2 here. So Southwest Virginia back on top, 5-4. As Farmer brings it into the front court. Brunson on the far side, Sindab back to her. Fires a triple. It's off the back iron. Rebound controlled by Johnson. Throw ahead to Francis. Francis on the right side of your screen, looking at Niehammer. Niehammer, they collapse around her. Gets it out to Day, and Day got whacked. Defender thought she was going to get the steal. Correction, they call it travel there before the collision, so it's a turnover on Southwest Virginia instead. Malaya Jackson has come into the game for Cape Fear. Pfeiffer with a couple of points. And that's going to be off of Jackson out of bounds. So Pfeiffer has 2 and Farmer has 2. That's the scoring right now for Cape Fear. Day with a couple, Niehammer with 2 as well. And 1 for Johnson for Southwest Virginia. As we're approaching the midway point of the opening quarter. Again, 4 players collide and collapse. And that leaves Day open for 3, and she hits. So Southwest Virginia up 8-4. Out deep, Sindab. Pfeiffer, top of the key. Past the midway point in the opening quarter. Pfeiffer attacks. Pfeiffer being aggressive today. Came up short that time. Francis chases down the rebound, and then she's fouled. Player is down. Johnson, she's got that right knee all taped up, and she's kind of walking gingerly on that. That would be a huge loss for Southwest Virginia. Hopefully she'll be okay. Got to shake it off. It's the semifinals, and it's 8-4, the 4 seed over Cape Fear right now. Southwest Virginia with the lead. 4:50 left to go and a good start for Southwest Virginia. This is a very good defensive team. Southwest Virginia ranking at the top of the list in most defensive categories in Region 10 as Francis is fouled by Sindab. Opponents are shooting just 31.8% against Southwest Virginia this year. That's tops in Region 10. And 23% from three. That's also tops. And right now, Cape Fear can't have the struggles they did yesterday offensively against this team. They have the Region 10 Player of the Year as Francis gets both free throws. 6 for Francis yesterday. She's got 2 here. And the Eagles are up by 6. Farmer, Robinson is in. Robinson provided great energy yesterday as Brunson is off on the runner. Robinson had 12 points off the bench. Sindab and her combined for 25 bench points yesterday. Niehammer thought about the 3. She'll attack, blocked and whacked by Robinson. So Niehammer going to definitely earn these 2 free throws as the Region 10 Player of the Year, Paige Niehammer, goes to the free throw line. That's 14 fouls already on Cape Fear with 4:12 to go in the first quarter. Monica Surratt will come in now. Jackson sits down. Paige Niehammer, 22.2 points per ball game during the regular season. 5th in the NJCAA in points per game. She's the nation's leader in rebounds per game at 14.4. Total rebounds at 360. And defensive rebounds at 280. When they played at Brunswick earlier this year, I said she wasn't a very good offensive rebounder, and she probably had Bluetooth or something in her ears because I think she had 30 or 40 offensive rebounds in that game. She's an all-around excellent rebounder. As the 3 by Sindab no good. Farmer is long, and it's all Southwest Virginia right now. Francis throws it ahead. Vanoy has come into the game. Kaylin Vanoy back to Francis, leaving it for Niehammer. Down low, bucket is good. Southwest Virginia leads by 10. Niehammer's got 6, Day with 5. And Cape Fear being tested on its home court. It's Sindab nearest us. Brunson on the wing. Farmer now, Sindab traveled with the basketball. So Cape Fear is in a funk right now. And the Flying Eagles taking advantage, pushing this lead out to 10. A couple of double-digit losses to the Sea Devils in the regular season, but Vanoy, they had Vanoy there. Francis instead going to Johnson. Good to see Johnson's back in the game. She was walking kind of gingerly into that media timeout, but she's okay. Well, she's as good as she's going to be this time of the year. That's the 15th foul now on the Sea Devils, so bonus time for Southwest Virginia. Kirsten Johnson just 48% at the free throw line this season. So Johnson is now 2 for 3. Gets them both. So Johnson with 3 points. Southwest Virginia 16-4. This is not one that we had going this way here in the early going. Issue with the clock, I believe. Couple of subs in as Grace Harvey checks in. Niehammer comes back in as well as Johnson goes right back out. Farmer on the far side. Got to find some offense now if you're Cape Fear and settle back down. Robinson traveled again. Just one extra step there, and credit the Flying Eagles. Their defense has been on point here in this opening quarter. Cape Fear came in averaging 73.7 points per game. 11 straight wins, and Francis buries it. It's a 2. 18-4. Francis now with 4. Here's a turnover to the bucket. Francis, no. And then it's recovered by Farmer. Down low, Robinson all alone, and Cape Fear finally answers this run. 18-6 now. Francis fading away. Sindab the rebound. Ahead to Brunson. Brunson takes it herself and got caught in a tough angle. It trickles out to Surratt. Surratt can't answer. Then it's off Niehammer, out of bounds. Minute 47 to go here in the opening quarter. First semifinal, we got the 2-3 matchup. Brandon Stratton, the Region 10 defending champs, taking on Cleveland, the Eddies, who have also won 11 straight, I believe. Farmer gets the inbound to Hardison, who's come in. Yamori Hardison out there, attacking Farmer to the hoop. Good aggressive play by her. So Cape Fear within 10 now. Got to get some stops. Sea Devils in a zone here. Niehammer out deep. Being double teamed, able to get it away to Owens on the far side, 10 to shoot. She's trapped, fell down, and it's off Robinson. 7 on the shot clock for the Flying Eagles here. As Kirsten Johnson checks back in and Harvey departs. Francis looking in for Niehammer. They went for the steal. Niehammer attacks and scores. 8 in the quarter for Niehammer. Lead back to 12. Farmer quickly into the front court. Minute 4 to go in the quarter. Farmer spins out to Brunson for 3. Too strong. Another offensive rebound by Cameron. 3 by Farmer, no good. Offensive rebound by Robinson. So usually Southwest Virginia, such a good defensive rebounding team. Credit Cape Fear against one of the best in the country, Paige Niehammer. Not shooting the ball well, but getting those hustle buckets, and now a hustle plays, I should say, and now a third chance in this sequence. Brunson on the wing. Brunson, scoop, and they say that was blocked out of bounds. So Cape Fear will have 13 to shoot. Niehammer with 8, Day with 5, Francis with 4, Johnson with 3 for Southwest Virginia. Robinson, Farmer back to her. Robinson for 3. Got it to go. Big bucket for the Sea Devils as Robinson now with 5 in the quarter. Farmer's got 4. Pfeiffer with 2. Down low, Niehammer. The double team comes. The triple team comes. Niehammer gets tied up. And the possession arrow favors Cape Fear. So Sea Devils can hold now for the final shot. And all things considered, if they can get to the bench after 10 minutes down single digits, that's a pretty big win. 8 seconds to work with. Here's Robinson from the logo. Short on that one. Francis has 2 seconds to play with. It's deflected, and they're not going to get a shot off. Nice start to the game for the 4 seed. Southwest Virginia goes up double digits and takes a 9-point lead into the second quarter. You're watching the Region 10 tournament from Cape Fear Community College. We'll be back with quarter number 2 here in just a moment. That's me, Chris Sheeman. Happy to be with you this weekend into the weekend as we crown a new champion in Region 10. Winner gets an automatic berth to the Region 10, or to the national tournament, the NJCAA tournament, taking place in Joplin, Missouri. I did a number of tournaments in Joplin for a much smaller collegiate organization, and the Joplin Sports Authority there really does a nice job attracting these kinds of tournaments and events, and they do a really good job putting them on as well. So back to live action as we're underway here in the second quarter, and it starts with a turnover for the Flying Eagles. Ahead to Brunson. Brunson off the glass for 2. So Cameron gets the assist on that play as Brunson scores her first bucket. And Cape Fear within 7 now. These are important few minutes here to start this quarter as Day is fouled. Southwest Virginia led by as many as 14 in the first quarter. It was 18-4. But as you can see, 9-2 run as Taylor Todd Williams asking the official about that last whistle that sends Maddie Day to the free throw line for a couple. Day has 5 points already. Niehammer leads them with 8. Surprise, surprise. As Day gets the first free throw to go. Francis also has 4. Johnson with 3. For Cape Fear, Robinson again off the bench with a good scoring first quarter. She has 5. Farmer with 4, 2 for Brunson, 2 for Pfeiffer. So lead is 9 now. Day up to 7 points. Hardison on the near side, 1 point yesterday. Farmer, now Robinson on the wing. 14 on the shot clock. Here is Cameron, top of the key. Farmer right side. Brunson catch and shoot. No good on the 3. Niehammer's got another rebound. Francis into the front court. Southwest Virginia down low to Niehammer, and she traveled with the basketball. Cape Fear has had as many as 4 defenders on Paige Niehammer at various points so far in the game, and she's still got 8 points. Yikes. What are you going to do? I mean, Cameron walks it up. Hardison attacking, throwing it up, looking for a whistle. No call. Johnson the rebound. Here's Francis into the front court. Francis guarded by Farmer. It's a woman-to-woman defense now for Cape Fear, as they've shown a mix of defenses here today. That's going to be a reach on Brunson. And quickly 2 team fouls for the Sea Devils. Cape Fear 20th ranked in the country. Just that one loss to Bryan and Stratton. They split the regular season with the Bobcats. Paige Niehammer with the fake. Jumper in the lane is pure. Niehammer now in double figures with 10. So back up double digits now, Southwest Virginia. Down low, Brunson, quick release. And credit Johnson for forcing that shot to be a little quicker than Brunson wanted to take it. Owens now, Niehammer on the wing. Top of the key, it's Francis for 3. Flying in for the rebound, and the putback is good. It's Maddie Day now with 9 points. Southwest Virginia gets a steal. The Flying Eagles are doubling up the top seed in the region. Francis, left side, it's Johnson up top. Here is Owens. Owens to the hoop, rejected by Cameron. Some nice defense there. That might be her first block of the year. Turnover here. Southwest Virginia commits the offensive foul on the rebound. So Sea Devils catch a break. They have got to find some offense now. as they're not going to let Pfeiffer back in, so she'll come in a minute. Hardison nearest us. It's Cameron in the corner. Attacking, throwing it up, can't bank it. And that's going off Cape Fear out of bounds. 3 minutes into this second quarter. And now Pfeiffer in for Hardison. Biggest lead so far for Southwest Virginia has been 14 points. They can take their biggest lead with a bucket here. Niehammer looking down low. Good anticipation there by Robinson, who gets the steal, then she's fouled. So both teams with 2 team fouls, 6:45 to go until halftime. Cape Fear has got to find more consistency on this end of the court. Flying Eagles have played great defense so far on the Sea Devils. Top of the key, Pfeiffer gets a pick from the elbow off the back iron. Rebound Johnson. Francis throws it ahead to Owens. Down low to Niehammer. Double team comes. Oh, Niehammer could have taken it, but Day is wide open, and she buries another triple. 12 now for Day. This is the biggest lead of the game. Southwest Virginia leads by 16. Number 4 seed is putting it on Cape Fear. Farmer driving. Robinson's been hot, stays hot. 8 in the game. .540 to go until halftime. Catch and shoot 3, no good by Owens. Rebound by Farmer. There's Pfeiffer into the front court. Pfeiffer over to Brunson on the wing from deep. Brunson rainbow shot too strong, and we got a foul down low. And it's going to be the third on the Eagles. Sindab will come back in, scoreless first quarter for her as Farmer departs. And Harvey returns for Southwest Virginia and Thad Lambert. Niehammer's going to go out. Harvey had 4 points yesterday. Inbound to Cameron. Robinson hands it off to Pfeiffer. And Cape Fear looked confused offensively. Taylor Todd Williams is going to call for time. We'll step aside as well. 5:10 left to go here in the opening half. Southwest Virginia in control by 13.
As a Cape Fear grad, you have options. Maybe too many options. Are you ready? Get started at Cape Fear today.
And the Grammy goes to Pecados y Milagros by Lila Downs.
Thank you so much, Mama, for feeding me through my belly button the wisdom and the strength to love through music. Thank you so much. Muchas gracias. Viva Mexico.
5:12 to go until halftime, and it's all Flying Eagles right now. Southwest Virginia has built out as much as a 16-point lead. Farmer attacks, and she's going to go to the free throw line. That's 4 team fouls on Thad Lambert's team. Southwest Virginia was a team last year I thought could pull off an upset in the semifinals, and They just kind of laid an egg. But they have come out very focused this year. Farmer now with 5 points. And they've played about as well as you can play against Cape Fear on both ends of the floor. And, yeah, Nehammer's done the job, but it's really been Maddie Day. As they've collapsed around Nehammer, Day's gotten some open looks, and she has made them pay. 12 points so far today for the Eagles. She's got the basketball here. They're running at her now. The trap is on. It's a steal by Cameron. Cameron to Sindab. And Sindab traveled with the basketball. Right now, the Sea Devils' brains are just about a step ahead of, or a step behind what their bodies are doing. A step ahead or a step behind. I don't know which is which. You know what I mean. I hope you do. I don't know. So it's a long week. Owens, they're running at her now. Sea Devils really upping the pressure, and Cameron a little over-aggressive that time. Third team foul on Cape Fear. Day will go out. Vinoy comes in. Nehammer is back in as well. Johnson departs. Vinoy scoreless thus far. Francis into Nehammer. Nehammer had to pick up her dribble. Robinson tied her up, forced the jump ball. Possession arrow to Cape Fear. Just 18 on the board right now for the Sea Devils, and this is going to be a steal and then a tie up again. And Southwest Virginia is going to get possession right back. Pfeiffer quickly returns. Farmer departs. So Francis, another hustle play. Back door is open for a moment. Nice close there by Robinson. Here comes Cape Fear. It's Pfeiffer going quick. And Robinson traveled. They're just shuffling their feet constantly, Cape Fear today. A team that came in at averaging +6 in turnovers against their opponents. So far today, it's been a different story. Francis nearest us. Down low, Nehammer on the right block. Double teamed, able to get it out to Vinoy. 13 on the shot clock now as Francis will reset. Nehammer now top of the key. Drives in, 3 to shoot, throws it up, and that's great defense there. It's not an easy task. Robinson and company, though, for Cape Fear getting the stop. And we're going to go to a timeout. 3:48 left to go until halftime. Southwest Virginia, the 4 seed, maintaining an 11-point lead. Welcome back, everybody. Somebody tell me why tea goes from like boiling hot to just gross and cold in a matter of like 2 minutes. Like there's a 2-minute window where you can enjoy tea. I thought, yeah, I'll get some hot tea. That'll help my throat so I could broadcast these games. Oh, I just took a sip of cold tea with the bag still in it. Ugh, gross. Cape Fear coming up empty out of the timeout. Here's Harvey, flat-footed, got her jumper to go. 31-18, it's all Southwest Virginia here in this opening half. Chris Sheeman, glad to be back with you, wherever you're watching from. Thanks for hanging out with me. Fake by Robinson. Robinson now step back J is good, and Robinson has been the bulk of the offense. She has got 10 of the 20. Francis over to Niehammer. Niehammer out deep. Swings it out to Vanoy for three. No good. Rebound Sindab. Sindab pushing. And the Flying Eagles flying back on defense. Here's Brunson around one defender to the hoop and scores. Brunson with her second basket. Francis now. Niehammer on the wing. Francis tip pass to Vanoy for three. Good. You guys tell me on the YouTube chat, are you hearing like that window sound? It's in my ear. I don't know if anybody else can hear it, though. Pfeiffer long on the jumper, tried to follow her miss, and it's off the Eagles out of bounds. Farmer is back in. Pfeiffer departs, and Johnson is in for Harvey. So Farmer to inbound it now. Robinson out deep. Oh, collided there with Farmer. Able to keep up right, though. Robinson now for three. It's her first miss in a while. Comes right back to her. Robinson spins in, swings it out. Cameron, yes. Thank you, Randall. Cameron's got her first bucket. Good ball movement. Vanoy now from the right side. No good this time. Ball bounces right to Francis. Sindab was trying so hard to box out on Johnson that she couldn't get herself loose for the rebound, so it's an extra chance opportunity now for the Eagles. 1:05 to go until halftime. Backing down Niehammer. Swings it out. Three by Francis. No good. Sindab's got it. Sindab throws it ahead to Brunson, and it's too far forward. Another Cape Fear turnover. Honestly, Cape Fear is lucky they're down just 9 in this game, the way that they have played on the offensive end. That's how talented they are, you know. Sometimes when you don't have it, but you're still in the game. We'll see how the Eagles can wrap up this half, though, as they've led by as many as 16 here today. Day, a big reason why. Ball swung to Owens. Fakes the three, attacks. No bucket, but she's fouled. So free throws for Emma Owens. 61% free throw shooter during the regular season. Had a little technical difficulties here. Chris, it was on my end. Something happened and it froze. So here is what you missed. It's halftime now. It's 36-27. You basically missed a few free throws here and there. Farmer hit a couple of free throws just before halftime. And we will go to the half again with Southwest Virginia, which led by as many as 16. We go to the half, and it's the 4-seed Flying Eagles up on Cape Fear, the number 1 seed, by 9, 36-27. So we'll step aside for the halftime break, and we'll come back here in just a little bit. Don't go too far.
When I was 4, my dad had a bad accident that resulted in him needing 24-hour care. Through helping my grandma clean his incision sites and bring him food and water and just keep him company, I found that I really have a passion for caring for others when they need it the most. I knew when I wanted to go back to nursing school that I wanted a program that had such a strong reputation, and I knew that was going to be Cape Fear. There is a shortage of healthcare workers, and a big hurdle I know I personally faced was funding. I want to get out there and I want to work and help, but it's hard when you feel like it's impossible with wondering how am I going to make ends meet, if I can really do this financially. I was made aware of the scholarships from the New Hanover Community Endowment at orientation, so I went home that day and applied for every single scholarship that I was eligible for. Having the generosity of the New Hanover Community Endowment really makes healthcare education accessible and allowed me to fully commit to going back to school. When you are states away from your family and you're supporting yourself, to then suddenly have this community supporting you, it means the world. I'm looking forward to getting to work at the hospital here and serve this community and being able to pay back what's been given to me. I owe so much to Cape Fear, and I owe so much to this endowment for helping me pursue what's been a lifelong dream of mine.
Hey, folks, just a heads up. I'm going to do a little tinkering to try to make sure that we don't have any more streaming interruptions here. So I'm going to shut down the broadcast for a couple minutes here at halftime. So we'll get it back up and running before the second half. Just wanted to make you aware that we're going to go down for a little bit so I can try to improve this for you guys. So we'll be back again with the second half in about 11 minutes. Welcome back to the Region 10 women's basketball semifinals. Our first semifinal has Southwest Virginia, the 4 seed, leading the host school, and top seed Cape Fear 36-27. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you. So I think we have the little streaming glitch thing solved. I did lower the quality a little bit. I don't know if anybody will be able to notice that or not. I'm not good with noticing that stuff. Some people have a good eye for it, but it is lowered just a little bit, but I think it'll help overall. So, Southwest Virginia led by as many as 16 points in that first half. They take a 9-point lead to the start of this second half. And for the Flying Eagles, it was Maddie Day with 12 points, most if not all of that from behind the arc. Paige Niehammer in double figures with 10, 4 for Francis, 3 apiece for Johnson and Vanoy, and then 2 for Owens. For Cape Fear, Robinson and Farmer combined for 18 of the 27. Farmer in the lane, back to Robinson. Now Brunson for 3. Brunson had 10, Farmer with 8. Brunson has 4, Cameron with 3, and Pfeiffer with 2. That's a steal and a bucket, and I believe it was Farmer. I don't know. The camera didn't want to show us that. But Cape Fear now within 7. This is as close as Cape Fear has been since early on. Francis can't get it to go. So Sea Devils trying to wake up offensively. Brunson thought about the 3. She'll drive, attack, and draw contact. So Brunson will go to the free throw line. Brunson on the season, 67% at the line. She's up to 5 points. And 1 out of 2, offensive rebound, Robinson, and then it's poked away. There's Owens into the forecourt. Is that Vanoy over on the far side? No, that's Day. So Day down low. Here's Paige Niehammer off the glass. No good. Brunson's got the rebound. Cape Fear within 6. Looking for more. Brunson up top. Cameron for 3. No good. Rebound comes right to Owens. Winner of this game will play the winner of our second semifinal between Bryan and Stratton and Cleveland. Championship game tomorrow at 1 p.m. 3 by Day. She's been hot, but not that time. Pfeiffer going to work. Pfeiffer double pumps, and she's fouled. Second team foul already on Southwest Virginia. As the Sea Devils, you see, their strategy has been to attack here at the start of this second half. And more free throws to come. Tamaya Pfeiffer, 63% free throw shooter. Pfeiffer now with 3 points here today. And 1 out of 2 at the line. Hustle play by Robinson. So Cape Fear with some good energy to start this second half as Brunson can't get the 3 to go. Another offensive rebound. Cameron scores. Here come the Sea Devils. Cameron now with 5 points. Foul going to be called on Robinson here. First foul of the quarter on Cape Fear. Francis to inbound. Owens to Niehammer on the right wing. Niehammer trying to back down on Brunson. Instead, handoff to Johnson, who attacks. Day on the wing, back to Niehammer. 7 to shoot. Niehammer in the lane, and it poked away, and a whistle on Cape Fear. So both teams will have 2 team fouls 2.5 minutes into this third quarter. It'll be Francis to inbound it. Day up top. Owens. Day in the corner. Now 10 on the shot clock. Francis gets a screen. Pops, can't score. Long rebound to Johnson. Johnson got tied up and traveled with the basketball as a result. Sea Devils defense has picked up. They're within 3 now. They can tie with a 3 or get within 1 here on this possession after trailing by as many as 16 in that first half. Brunson top of the key. It's Cameron on the left side of your screen. Pfeiffer. Scoop and score. Pfeiffer now with 5. Niehammer. Niehammer comes up short against 3 defenders. Maybe there was 4 there technically. Pfeiffer swings it out. Cameron again. No. And it's going off Cape Fear, out of bounds. But Southwest Virginia has to settle back down on the offensive end and find some offense consistently. Niehammer's going to catch a break as Harvey comes in. Don't expect Paige Niehammer to be out long. Thad Lambert does not appear pleased with her, but she ain't going to sit long. Trust me on that. Harvey's fouled. And that's 3 team fouls on Cape Fear. So Francis to inbound. Again, Niehammer on the bench. Johnson top of the key. Looking for the cutter, Francis. Instead goes to Day on the wing. Day drives. Blocked by Pfeiffer. Cape Fear picking it up. Defense to offense maybe as Farmer had her pass tipped away and now she'll back it out. Cape Fear looking for its first lead of the game. Pfeiffer spinning. Pfeiffer swings it out. Robinson for the lead. Too strong. Farmer chases down the rebound. Farmer attacks. Farmer throws it off the glass. No good, and that's going off Robinson, out of bounds. So a stop there. Southwest Virginia has not scored in the second half. It's 8-0 to Cape Fear here in the third quarter, 4 minutes and 15 seconds in. Francis into the front court. Harvey, Niehammer is back in, by the way. Johnson on the bench now. Cape Fear going for the steal. There'll be 17 on the shot clock here for the Flying Eagles. Southwest Virginia, the 4 seed beating 5th seed Lewisburg, 60-52 yesterday. Cape Fear winning over Richard Bland, the 8 seed, 62-39. All top 4 seeds advancing. No upsets in the quarterfinals. Vinoy is in. Vinoy down low to Niehammer. Niehammer is fouled. That's another one on Robinson. Robinson's got to be careful. And they might have to take her out of the game. 14 fouls now on Cape Fear. Taylor Todd Williams going to stick with Robinson for now. So next one puts the Flying Eagles into the bonus. Now Robinson will come out. So Miracle Vaught will come into the game. Vaught started the game, but we haven't seen her since the first quarter. Here's Francis for 3. In and out. Rebound controlled by the Sea Devils. Cameron to Pfeiffer. Swings it out. Farmer attacks. Farmer gives her team its first lead of the game. Farmer now in double figures with 10. Cape Fear 37-36 now. That shot is rejected by Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer has numbers. Pfeiffer, what a pass to Brunson, who lays it up and in. It is all Sea Devils here in this third quarter. Southwest Virginia has yet to score here in quarter number 3 as Cape Fear has outscored them 12-0. Timeout, Flying Eagles. Will step aside here and come back in just a moment.
Pushing the following on. That gets a spot for bus.
Go!
Welcome back, everybody. Chris Shima, glad to be with you. We've got 4:40 left to go here in this third quarter, and it's all Southwest or all Cape Fear here in the third quarter. Southwest Virginia yet to score in the second half, and that 16-point deficit is all gone. The Sea Devils lead 39-36. What an effort for Cape Fear, as Taylor Todd Williams, one of the great young coaches in JUCO basketball, making some great halftime adjustments here. And her team has responded as well, especially on the defensive end. It's really been defense to offense. It's been forcing turnovers. It's been collapsing, hounding pressure. All the turnovers that Cape Fear had in the first half, now Southwest Virginia in the second. That's an offensive foul. Brunson took the charge as Niehammer extended that elbow. Checking on the number of fouls, I believe, on Niehammer. Niehammer with 10 points, but she's been stuck on that total since, I believe, early in the second quarter. That's going to be a travel, another travel for the Sea Devils. We got another timeout to take. Why not? 4:20 left to go. Sea Devils leading by 3.
Domino's Perfect Combo includes 2 pizzas, 2 sides, and a 2-liter bottle of Coke. So we were asking real people how much they think all of this costs.
35. 45, 50.
$19.99. I'm about to order that when I get home. It's Domino's Perfect Combo, and it's all just $19.99.
To go in the third quarter. Sea Devils have still not allowed a basket in this third. Catch and shoot 3 by Owens is an air ball, and Southwest Virginia has come out ice cold. Nobody picking up the ball until late, and Cameron is fouled. She'll go to the free throw line. Both teams now with 4 team fouls. Cameron, 68% free throw shooter. Cameron hit a big 3 to start this third quarter. That really helped spearhead this run, and Cape Fear. Cameron now with 6 points. She had 4 yesterday, so 10 in the tournament. And make it 7 now here today. Cameron makes it a 14-0 run here for Cape Fear in this third quarter. If you're Southwest Virginia, you have to settle down mentally and just recognize it's still a 2-possession game. And despite your offensive struggles, you're still very much in this. You just have to regroup as the Sea Devils turn it over here. Still very much anybody's game, but obviously Cape Fear with all the momentum in the third. And Sea Devils defense allowing 55.7 points per game during the regular season. Held Richard Bland. Rejection there by Cameron. That's her second block of the game. Pfeiffer swings it out. Brunson for 3. No good. Rebound controlled by Johnson. Johnson's got a 2-on-2 here. Johnson blows by the defense, and finally a bucket. Southwest Virginia scores its first points here in this third quarter, and we got a timeout. 2:55 left to go in quarter number 3. Sea Devils leading in a close one by 3. .255 left to go in quarter number 3, our first semifinal here at the Region 10 Women's Basketball Tournament. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you from the home studio in Ohio, wherever you're watching from, as always. Thanks for hanging out with me here this week and into the weekend. Maybe the weekend has already started for you. Happy Friday. So Southwest Virginia finally gets a bucket. 3-point lead for Cape Fear. 14-2 run here in the third quarter for the Sea Devils. It's Pfeiffer. Swings it out. Vaught from the elbow, no good. Fight for the rebound. Vaught gets it. Good hustle there. Cape Fear winning all those little hustle battles here in this third quarter as well. Pfeiffer over a double team gets the friendly bounce. So Pfeiffer now with 7, lead back to 5 for Cape Fear. 2:20 to go in the third. Francis into the front court. Francis and Niehammer with Johnson, Vinoy, and this is Owens, the 5 right now for Southwest Virginia. Owens runs into a wall, Brunson, and another turnover forced by Cape Fear here in the third. It's Farmer, rejected by Niehammer. Nice recovery by Page. Francis now gets it back to Niehammer. She'll fire a deep one. Grazes the rim, chased down by Farmer, and she'll back it out now. Farmer into the front court. 4.6 dimes per game. Cameron drives in. Here is Brunson spinning, and she traveled. Just that little extra stutter before the spin there. And now Day comes back in. So Day replaces Owens for Southwest Virginia. Farmer, Cameron, Brunson in the backcourt. Vaught out there, as well as Pfeiffer for Cape Fear. Robinson has 12 points today. Farmer has 10. I'm missing a couple of points for the Sea Devils, so keep that in mind. My stats are unofficial, to say the least. Nice job there by Vaught, recognizing numbers now for Cape Fear. Here's Brunson to the hoop, can't score. And we got a foul on the Sea Devils on the rebound. And if that's on Cape Fear, it'll be free throws on the other end for Southwest Virginia as Harvey comes in. Harvey in for Johnson. 15 foul on Cape Fear. Sea Devils' lone loss this year against Bryan and Stratton. And they split the regular season against the current, or the reigning, I should say, Region 10 champ. Sindab checks into the game. And it's Vinoy at the line. No good on the first. Southwest Virginia still has just 2 points here in this third quarter. Cape Fear has come from 16 back to take a 5-point lead, and Vinoy misses the second. Farmer to Brunson in the front court. Vaught has done a lot of little things really well here today. Sindab rockets it to Brunson. 10 on the shot clock. Brunson turn around and airball. Vinoy the rebound. Day drives in. It's it out to Niehammer. Niehammer's got to get it going. She's been stuck on 10 points since early in the game. Francis attacks. Francis too strong off the glass. Pfeiffer pushing, and she'll back it out now. Last shot time if Cape Fear wants it. Instead, Farmer's going to attack. Too strong off the glass. I don't know why you don't hold it there. It's Francis throwing it ahead. Here's a jumper by Harvey, no good. Niehammer the rebound. Niehammer will not get it off in time, and the Sea Devils defense holds Southwest Virginia to 2 points. They erase a 16-point deficit, and the top seed Sea Devils lead by 5 as we go to the final quarter here in semifinal number 1. That's me, Chris Shima. Glad to be with you. Don't forget, if you follow those social medias, and I'm also on that Twitter or whatever it's called nowadays, highlights for the winning team will be posted as soon as I can, right after this game's complete. Welcome back to the Region 10 semifinals in Wilmington, North Carolina. Cape Fear Sea Devils 43, Southwest Virginia 38. As we're underway here in the final quarter, semifinal number 1. Winner will play either Bryan or Stratton or Cleveland tomorrow in the championship game at 1 p.m. We'll have that for you here on YouTube. Vinoy swings it out. Just 2 points so far in the second half for Southwest Virginia. Francis trying to change that. Can't get the 3 to go, and there is just a lid on that rim right now. Flying Eagles have been totally taken out of rhythm offensively. Brunson over to Farmer. This is what Cape Fear does, though. One of the best defenses in the country. Sindab for 3, no good. Rebound controlled by Francis. Still anybody's game, though, despite the struggles. Southwest Virginia can regroup here. They're very much in this game. Niehammer cut off, going back door. And the layup is good for Day. What a game for her. Day now with 14 points. Pfeiffer gets a screen. Pfeiffer, the midi, no good. Rebound by Harvey. Ball tipped, but handled by Francis. Swings it out to Vanoy, back to Francis for three, in and out. Rebound by Vaught. Vaught is scoreless today, but we've called her name quite a bit here in this second half. She's come in for Robinson, who's been in foul trouble. Now Pfeiffer gets by the defense, and Pfeiffer scores. 9 in the game for Pfeiffer. So Robinson leads them with 12. Farmer has 10, Cameron and Pfeiffer with 9 points each. Jumper by Francis, way too strong. Vaught, another rebound. Farmer attacks, now backs it out. Sindab, who had 13 yesterday, scoreless today. Out to Brunson on the wing. Brunson, turnaround, no. And that's going off Sindab, out of bounds. Cameron will come back in. Cameron, by the way, had that missing bucket that I didn't have accounted for in my stats. So I had her with 7, but she actually has 9. .738 to go in the game. So back to play, Owens front court with it. Niehammer had it poked away. It's recovered by Vanoy. Back out Niehammer. They've had Niehammer playing out deep. And I don't know if it's by design. Niehammer trying to get back in the lane now. Swings it out. Vanoy for 3. Yes! Big bucket there for Vanoy. Her second triple. Three minutes into the final quarter. It's a one-possession game. Pfeiffer falling down. Kept the dribble. Somehow keeps the dribble. Oh, Harlem Globetrotter-esque. Farmer now crossing over, attacks the scoop and score. Farmer with a dozen. Cape Fear by 4. That could have been a busted play. Credit Pfeiffer for being able to keep her wits about herself. It's Owens now front court. Niehammer out deep. Niehammer trying to back down on Brunson. Met by a double team, and that's an offensive foul. Was she in the restricted area? And does it matter if Niehammer goes down low into the body like that? That's the question. I've been broadcasting games since 2001, and I don't know what an offensive foul is. It varies from gym to gym, state to state. Flat-footed Vaughn buries the jumper. What a game for Vaughn. Finally gets a bucket, but her impact has been far-reaching beyond scoring the basketball here in this second half especially. Now they get Niehammer down low, and this time she's going to the free throw line. That's where she needs to be. So Paige Niehammer with her team down by 6. First foul of the quarter on Cape Fear. Both teams with the team foul. And Paige has been stuck on 10 points for a while. That's her first point since early second quarter. Niehammer now with a dozen. 2-possession game again. Cape Fear gets it to Cameron from Farmer. Farmer, top of the key, is fouled by Johnson. Second team foul on the Flying Eagles. .540 to go in the game. Francis checks back in. Vanoy, nice game off the bench with 6 points. Has hit some timely shots to keep her team within striking distance. Now Harvey will come in for Johnson. Harvey with 2 today. Johnson departs with 5 after scoring 14 in the quarters yesterday. Farmer over to Pfeiffer. Cut off at the free throw line. Vaught again, not this time though. And that's going off Cape Fear and out of bounds. So Southwest Virginia gets it back. Cape Fear beat the Flying Eagles during the regular season by 14 points and 12 points. Those 2 games were separated by about a month. And then the most recent meeting was on the 27th. So these 2 teams played fairly recently, and that game was here in Wilmington. On the far side, Day went out of bounds, and before that actually shuffled her feet. So how about this defense in the second half for Cape Fear? They held Southwest Virginia to 2 points in the third quarter and 9 points overall in this second frame. Unbelievable. Farmer. Ball deflected. Here's Cameron. Stuck on the elbow, gets it out to Brunson, and Brunson, foot on the line, foot over the line, now with 7 points. Lead is 6 for Cape Fear. We're past the midway point here in this final quarter. Sea Devils have won this tournament 4 times since 2016. Owens hung it short, got her own miss. Day on the far side. Day being hounded, and we're going to have a reach on Pfeiffer. It'll be the second team foul on Cape Fear, and it will take us to another timeout. 4:30 left to go in the game. The Sea Devils, top seed, leading number 4 seed Southwest Virginia, 51-45. We'll be back.
As a Cape Fear grad, you have options. Maybe too many options. Are you ready? Get started at Cape Fear today.
And the Grammy goes to Pecados y Milagros by Lila Downs.
Thank you so much, Mama, for feeding me through my belly button the wisdom and the strength to love through music. Thank you so much. Muchas gracias. Viva Mexico.
4:30 left to go in the game as you see Thad Lambert in Southwest Virginia trying to figure things out. It's been an offensive struggle for the Eagles. If you're just joining us, Southwest Virginia led by as many as 16 points in the first half. They led by 9 at halftime. Cape Fear came out in the third quarter, held them to 2 points. And this matches right now the biggest lead for Cape Fear, who had not led at any point in the first half. And it's 51-45 Sea Devils with the Flying Eagles back on offense. Day leads them with 14, Niehammer with a dozen. Robinson with 12, Farmer with 12 for Cape Fear. There's Francis, she has 4 points today. Throws it cross court to Day. Day for 3, no good. Rebound by Pfeiffer. Farmer swings it out. Pfeiffer to Brunson. Brunson back to Pfeiffer. Cameron with 9. Pfeiffer has 9 points. Brunson with 7 here today for Cape Fear. Cameron fires for 3, no good. Tip for the rebound, and it's controlled by Johnson. Into the forecourt, Francis. Down low, Niehammer. Swings it out, and that pass is too high, looking for Owens. And another turnover, and you can see Southwest Virginia, the frustration. Body language not great right now for the Flying Eagles. as they've been up against it defensively. The Sea Devils team, both of these teams are amongst the top defensive teams, obviously, in the region. Brunson for three, banks it in. Brunson in double figures now with 10. And it's a 9-point lead for the Sea Devils. Well, this one starting to get away from Southwest Virginia. They're going to have to play perfect down the stretch here. Niehammer on the wing with 15 on the shot clock. She'll fire a triple, can't bank it. And that's just settling. Now numbers. Brunson blocked. Nice recovery there by Francis. Niehammer going to come out. Harvey will come in. Here's Pfeiffer now. It's Vaught, Farmer, trying to make the extra pass, but Eagles were ready for it. Stays with Cape Fear momentarily. Now Vaught gets tied up, and the jump ball possession arrow favors the Sea Devils. $13 on the shot clock. I'm laughing because if you hear a weird noise, it's my cat snoring. It's so loud. Brunson with the jumper. Brunson's got another one. She's got 12 in the game. Sea Devils by 11. What a second half this has been for Cape Fear. Cape Fear has outscored Southwest Virginia 29-9 in the second period. Francis went for the steal. Brunson is open again. Money shot. Brunson with 15. She has scored the last 8 in the game. Was the foul? Who's the foul going on? The officials, I think, have differing opinions here. So it looks like we're staying. No, they say no foul. They're going to call it on Brunson. Vanoy is in, Niehammer is in, Johnson departs, so does Owens for Southwest Virginia. This has been a really unbelievable defensive effort by Cape Fear in the second half. I don't know the last time, especially when you're talking about this time of the year, in a semifinal game, that I've seen a team held to 9 points in the second half. Both teams have 3 team fouls. We're held up here for a moment for some reason. But the Sea Devils are looking like they're going to be on their way to the championship game yet again. For Cape Fear, since 2015, they've won the region tournament 4 times. They finished 3rd in the country, reaching the national tournament in 2019. They haven't been back since 2022. Here's a steal. It's Farmer going to work. Farmer, collides with Francis, and she'll go to the free throw line. Good sportsmanship there. You can see on the far side of your screen, that's the Cleveland Yetis. As they get ready to take on Bryan and Stratton, we'll have that second semifinal for you 20 minutes after this game concludes. Farmer, who had 11 yesterday, now has 13 points this afternoon. Make it 14 for Farmer. Paige Niehammer out on the wing. This is Owens. High pass down to Niehammer. Double team comes. They have really clamped down. Niehammer has just 2 points since early in the second quarter, and she throws it away here. What a job Cape Fear has done. I cannot emphasize it enough. It is not easy to stop Paige Niehammer. And the Sea Devils, it's really been a team effort. They've done a little bit of fronting. They've done a little bit of collapsing. A lot of different looks. Offensive rebound. Clock's your friend right now for Cape Fear. Down low they go to Cameron. Cameron gets into double figures now with 11. And they stop the clock here with 48.5. So Cape Fear will advance to the championship game tomorrow at 1 p.m. I think they need to put more time on the clock. Something like that. Does it matter? It's an 18-point game. We can live without a second or whatever it is. Okay, so I guess we're going to settle for 50 seconds. Whatever. Bureaucrats, am I right? Well, let me say a couple of things about Paige Niehammer. This second half certainly didn't go her way, but this season, and it's been a pleasure watching her play these last few years for Southwest Virginia. I don't know where she's going, but she's going to make, if she wants to, a four-year school very happy. As this Flying Eagle season will come to a close, they'll fall to 18-10. Here's Brunson. Put back is good for Pfeiffer, who's now in double figures with 11, with 17.1 seconds left to go in the game. 65-45 now. Owens top of the key to Niehammer. Benoit swings it out. It's another steal almost by Pfeiffer. And a three at the buzzer for Day will go down. Day will finish with 17. And your final score, 65-48. The top seed advances. It's Cape Fear going to the title game. An unbelievable second half performance for Cape Fear as they outscore Southwest Virginia in the second half, 38-12. And it's the Sea Devils going to the championship game tomorrow at 1 p.m. So we got to get going and get ready for our second semifinal. And we're going to be right on time for that one, a 4 p.m. start for the two, Bryan and Stratton, and the 3 seed, Cleveland Community College. Once again, your final score, Cape Fear 65, Southwest Virginia 48. We'll be back at 4 with our next semifinal.